Okay, in this video we will learn about differentiable functions. In class 11 we have already learned about it. So what is the definition for differentiable function? The definition is this one. So f is a function from D to R where D is the domain. Then f is called differentiable at some point A in the domain D if the limit f of a plus h minus fa by h exists finitely. Then the value of the limit is denoted by this f dash a and is called the derivative of f at the point A. We also know that this is called the first principle of derivative. So that we have known already, and we also know that physically derivative means, or the differentiability means, it is the rate of change of the function with respect to the change in the independent variable x. So in that terms we write f dash a also like this, d dx of fx at the point x equals to a. So this we already know. So in the definition we have to deal with these statements here, that the limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus fa by h exists finitely. So these two terms, exist and finitely, we have to emphasize on this. So first of all, let us remember what do we mean by the existence of a limit. We say that the limit, say x tends to a fx, exists when if the right hand limit and the left hand limit are equal, is equals to the left hand limit. So for this first principle, this limit in the first principle, we can also say there are two limits, that is h tends to 0 plus and h tends to 0 minus. So that we will take here. So we will say that f dash a, that is limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus fa by h will exist if the left hand limit h tends to 0 plus f of a plus h minus fa by h is equal to the right hand limit, the right hand limit h tends to 0 plus and the left hand limit h tends to 0 minus will exist and equal. If they exist finitely and their values are equal, then we can say the derivative at the point A exists and they are having the value this. The value is the same with the left hand limit and right hand limit. So this left hand limit sometimes we denote it by, this right hand limit sometimes we denote by r f dash a, that is the right hand derivative, and this left hand limit sometimes denoted by l f dash a, that is the left hand limit as left hand derivative at the point A. So if these two derivatives are equal, then we say that the function is differentiable and f dash a exists. And so what do we mean by the right hand derivative and left hand derivative? The right hand derivative means the rate of change of the function with respect to the independent variable from the right side is equal to the rate of change of the function of the rate of change of the function with respect to the independent variable from the left side are equal. So in case of functions which are having two different expressions at the left hand side and right hand side of a point, we use this definition of differentiability, that is, if the right hand derivative and the left hand derivative are equal, then we will say that the function is differentiable. and if they are not equal, then the differentiability will not hold for that function. So let us see an example. So this is our first example. Let us see whether this function is differentiable or not. So what is the definition for mod of x minus a? It is given by this. So see here, at the left hand side of a, the function is a minus x, and the right hand side of a, the function is x minus a. So that means we are having two different expressions in two sides of a. So we have to use this right hand derivative, left hand derivative definition. That is, the right hand derivative and left hand derivative will be, if they are equal, then we can say it is differentiable, otherwise it will not be differentiable. So let us check the right hand limit and left hand limit for this function. Okay, another thing to see here, that the function is a polynomial expression or a simple linear expression in both sides of a. That is, separately x minus a is a linear expression, so it is usually easily differentiable, and also a minus x is a linear expression, so we can say it is also differentiable. But if we take these two parts together, so whether this whole function is differentiable at the point a, so basically we have to check the differentiability usually in this kind of points where the function is changing its behavior. So let us see the differentiability at the point a. So this is the right hand limit, right hand derivative. Carefully see the expression, that when we are calculating limit h tends to 0 plus f of a plus h must be taken from the part x minus a, because here for right hand derivative we consider h as a positive quantity. So then f of a plus h, that is a plus h, will be greater than a, and for that the function will be taken from the part x minus a. So we can say the value of f of a plus h is nothing but, according to this definition, it is a plus h minus a. Instead of x we are writing a plus h, so it is a plus h minus a, and the value of f of a is 0. So that's why this expression is coming. So you can easily verify that this limit is 1, which is the derivative of x minus a with respect to x. So similarly we can calculate also the left hand limit, left hand derivative. So see what it will come. So the definition, now in case of left hand derivative we consider h as a negative quantity, so a plus h will be lesser than a, so we take the function definition as this, a minus x here. So what should be the value of f of a plus h here? It will be a minus a plus h. That is, from a minus x we are taking the value. If it is a minus x and in place of x it is a plus h, so it will be this value. Again f of a is 0, so this is divided by h, limit h tends to 0 minus, and you can also easily verify that this value is minus 1. So the right hand derivative is 1 and the left hand derivative is minus 1. So easily we can say that the differentiability at the point a will not hold. So the modulus function at the point, that is mod of x minus a, is not differentiable at the point a. So that's how we calculate the existence of derivative using the first principle. Now let us consider another example. So this is our second example, that is discuss the differentiability of the function at the point x equals to half. See again, at the point half the function is changing its nature from 2x minus 1 to 3 minus 6x. So that's why we are checking the differentiability at the point half. Otherwise, in any point the function is clearly differentiable, because at both the sides of a the function is at both the sides of half the function is a linear expression, so it is clearly differentiable. So let us check the right hand derivative and left hand derivative. So this is our expression for the right hand derivative. Now what is the value of f of half plus h? From which part we will take? Since h is greater than 0, so half plus h must be greater or equals to half. So we will take the expression from this. So we will write this as the limit h tends to 0 plus, it is 3 minus 6 into half plus h. Instead of x we are writing half plus h, minus where the equality is occurring here. So we can say the value of f of half will be 3 minus 6 into 2. So then divided by h. Now if you calculate this value, what is the value? So yes, the value is minus 6. And now let us calculate the right hand left hand derivative at the point half. So this is the derivative, there is the left hand derivative at the point half. So clearly the right hand and left hand derivatives are not equal here. So we can say that the function is not differentiable at the point half. Okay, one thing you see, in class 11 we have seen that the derivative means it is the slope of the tangent also for the curve. Now see, from this expression, this is a linear expression. So 2x minus 1 will correspond to some straight line. So if it is a straight line, what is the slope for this straight line? See, it is 2. From the left side of half it is 2, that is coming here as the left hand derivative, 2. And also for the right hand derivative, see, at the right side of half the slope is minus 6, that is coming here as the right hand derivative. So what we can say, that from, if the expressions are linear, then we can, just by seeing the slope of the expressions, we can say whether it is differentiable or not. See, in the previous example also, let me write it. In this example also, this part is a linear expression, this part also is a linear expression. Now see, if you take this part as a line, then the slope is 1. That was the, see in your copy, this is the right hand derivative, and here for the left side the slope is minus 1, that is the left hand derivative for this function. So we can say by this, just by seeing the function, we can say if the expression is linear, then by just by seeing the expression we can say that the function is, whether it is differentiable or not.